All right. So now we should be officially live. I was like tinkering around with stuff. Forgot to hit the go live button. Yeah, it's me in a nutshell. Anyways. All right. So, now.
Prefabs have the visuals and any other logic that you want to add, so this is always a great way to do things. Now in this script, let's store all the data that we need for this building object. So essentially the data that we're going to need is going to be the object type, then we're also going to need the origin and the direction.
So he's building out this script right here.
Okay, so these are all the fields that we need. Now we're going to need to receive this data. So on the grid building system over here, we are instantiating our build transform. And instead of doing it in here, let's make a function on the placed object that is responsible to create it, and we pass in all of the data that we need. Alright, so here I made this nice static function. It returns a placed object, and we've got the create. We receive an input for the world position, then for the origin, another one for the direction, and then for the building type that we want to place. Then we simply do instantiate, the exact same thing that we saw previously, and then we simply do a get component in order to get the placed object component, and we fill in all the data. And finally, we return it. So now this class is responsible for creating the transform and holds all the data related to the building. So now on the grid building system, instead of manually instantiating it, let's go into the placed object, and we're going to call create and pass in all the data.
All right. So if I remember correctly, this is where everything exploded violently. So let's see. So he came in here.
Okay, placed object, and we're going to call create and pass in all the data.
All right. So instead of having this, came in and did placed object 2D dot create placed object world position new vector 2 int x y in our case direction, and then place object. There. It throws us an error. Let's see what's up.
Okay, so we have this, and this function returns a placed object for the created placed object. And over here on the grid position, instead of the transform, let's refactor our code to receive a placed object instead. So here, let's replace the transform with a placed object.
Object. And he comes back up here and he says this moves this. Says private placed object.
And logic for this one is always pretty much the same thing. Okay, so I really...
I forgot to create a separate branch just for that. Damn.
only just swapped out the transform for a placed object. Then down here, the set placed object and pass in the placed object.
I did that. Whoops. Let's do that. There. Hmm. Oh, I think I have a slip. Let's see. Getting confused by my names. No.
Okay, so now we can finally handle our demolish. Let's do that on the right mouse click.
God, jumped something. Let's go back a bit. So over here, I got my placed object type, my origin, my direction. Come over here, I do placed object 2D, place object. So I do create. world position, my origin, my direction, and my placed object type. Scriptable object. Placed object transform. My placed object. Setup, scriptable object, origin, direction. This is my placed object, which is this. Private placed object. Object to the placed object creates world position vector, and this is supposed to be that. Okay, and this one's grid, get grid object, set placed object. Set placed object, placed object, placed object. Okay. So this is supposed to be that, but it's not taking it. Placed object does not exist in the current context. It's literally right there. Did I type it wrong? That's really weird. All right, well, let's keep going.
A placed object for the created placed object. And over here on the grid position, instead of the transform, let's refactor our code to receive a placed object instead. So here, let's replace the transform with a placed object. And the logic for this one is always pretty much the same thing. Okay, so I really just swapped out the transform for a placed object. Then down here, the set placed object and pass in the placed object. Okay, so now we can finally handle our demolish. Let's do that on the right mouse click. So you get the grid object on the mouse wheel position. Then we need to see if there's something on it.
Let's see. So I didn't add this earlier because I was like, oh, I gotta get this fixed first. Let's go ahead and add this in. So it's a very interesting way of just doing different building types, but one placed object 2D equals placed object 2D 0. Object list. Did I not create that? Must have skipped that section. I sure did. All right. Oh. I get for trying to rush, I guess. Here, let's do this. Whoa. Don't know if I actually have that many. Let's see. I only have 3. So I have. We'll do 4 just to have the arrow in there, I guess. Do that. Alright.
So let's make a function to return the placed object.
Ah. We'll get to that. Alright, so guess if input, get mouse button down 1, we're gonna say grid dot get grid object mouse 3D get mouse row. Copying to verbatim. Get mouse row position.
So you get the grid object on the mouse wheel position. Then we need to see if there's something on it. So let's make a function to return the placed object. Okay, now we can call this to see where we clicked on.
Oh my. Now he's doing the thing where he just rushes through.
Okay, now.
Okay. Set public placed It's how you spell public. Okay. That's odd.
It's cold outside.
There should be a return function. It's right there.
Maybe someday you'll realize.
What? Oh. Yes. Very good.
Now we can call this to see where we clicked on. And if this one is not null, then we do have something that we can demolish. So first, for demolishing the visual, let's go into the placed object and let's make a function. Let's call it destroy self to destroy this object. And here we just do a game object and we're going to destroy it. So destroy this game object. Okay, so this will destroy the visual. So now here, go into the placed object and we call destroy self. All right, that won't destroy it. Now we need to cycle through all the grid positions for this object and clear all of them. So for that, we're going to use pretty much the same logic that we use here. So first we grab the grid position list, and then we go into that one and we're going to clear it. So we get the grid object and we're going to clear the grid object, the placed object. All right. Except here for the grid position list, instead of grabbing it from the current XZ, we're going to grab it from the XZ on this placed object. So let's actually make a function there to expose this. All right, so that's really
Okay.
it. Since this placed object already has all of the data it needs, it knows what object it is, where the origin is, and the direction. So using all of this data, we can get all of the grid positions that this object is occupying. So now back on the grid building system, for the grid position list, we just go into this placed object and we ask it to give us the grid position. All right, so that's it. Now everything should be.
All right, let's see. Placed object. Equals grid object dot get placed object. If placed object does not equal null, we're going to tell it to get rid of itself. I'm going to take where I grabbed the list. For each. Grab that, place it down here. For each grid position and grid position list, we're gonna go and do this. Clear object. There. So we should get rid of everything tied to it.
You're working. Let's see. So here I am.
Can I go that far? Because I apparently don't have that. So let's find that. Need to add my array back in here. Add that. Oh, I never added my list. Let me try and find that real quick. Make sure you add that somewhere back here. There it is. He added a, get rid of that, serialized field, private list, placed object, Is there an S at the end of that? 2DS? Really change everything from that to placed object. But here we'll just say placed zero. Oh, yes. All right. Now let's go back here 'cause I need to show it off. Let's see what we got. Is it fine? Is it working? Okay. Let's see. We got placed object list. So 0 is going to be that. Small house will be that. What the heck? My small house isn't filling. I suppose it should be 1, 1. So 0 is the direction. 1 should be this small. What the heck? Why isn't that filling? What is this? I have it created for the 3D one. That's a little weird. Okay, I guess it's not. This is 2D. Yeah. That's odd. Guess we'll just delete that. Alright, okay, new one. Name it 2D small house. One. Yeah. Odd. Let's see. I don't actually remember what the small house was. Crap. Let's see. Okay. Schmo house is 2. Right? Yeah. So the visual. That small house. Right. Let's see here. Back here. Large house. Large house is what? 2-2? Okay. See if it works. Okay, so put that down. It's not working. Oh no. So I was feared. Okay, so I think this is what happened last time. Let's see. So my directions don't work. Down obviously works. So it's. I don't know where's the arrow going? Build here. It's rotating it. Very weird. It's occupying the correct space. It's just disappearing. So I change. Oh. That's not even working anymore. Oh my. Oh. Something wrong here. Okay, there is definitely something going on. Okay. My origin. I don't think my origin's getting set up properly. Huh. Let's go back and look at that. Where he sets this up. Because technically I didn't walk through that properly. He could have changed something and I didn't even know it. Let's see. With height. So he changed that. Alright. Let's take a look.
Then on awake, let's see if I'll do to the first one on the list.
Did I forget to change this? Oh, I'm pretty good at video games. You guys know that? I wonder if that actually has something to do with it.
And then here, just listening to some output inputs and swapping this one out for a different one on the list. Now finally, just need to populate that array.
Array is populated.
Okay, let's test. Now by default, we should be placing the building. Yep, there it is. Now I press the 2 key. Now I place a fire station, press the 3, and now a gas station, and now that one, now on 5 that one, and on 6, yep, I've got a mansion. And now I can rotate it, and there you go, it rotates everything, and everything is indeed working correctly. Alright, so we can already build anywhere. Now let's handle our demolish. So this is pretty simple, but requires a bit more data. For example, let's say I want to demolish this mansion. And I put my mouse here, and I do a demolish. So this grid position contains a reference to the transform, so I can easily destroy it. But then let's think of what happens with the grid position. I can clear this one since I clicked directly on it,
It's odd.
but right now,
Can't get my rotations to work. So it has to have something to do with this. Zero, get that. I think it's this. All right, let's see. Pretty sure it's that. Yeah. So apparently, so I was rotating around. It's my finger. I was rotating around the Z, but before I was rotating around. Okay, let me explain it better. Originally, I had it rotating around the Z, X, Y, Z. And I was going around the Z because the Z is in or out of the screen, right? So you rotate around it, and you'll see it go in a circle. Over here, I had it set to rotate around the Y. So it was going in some weird direction. I don't know. That's why it only appeared when it was up or down. But we're also seeing another issue where we are finding it wasn't working with the different types. So different type of buildings. So 2 should be small. So that's facing left. Should be facing down, right? No. Cool. Let's see what this one does. So we got that's still facing up. Left. Down. Right. Face up. Oops. Yeah, so this one, I don't know why it's not. There must be something about if it's not a size 1, it's wicked out. And unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to get rid of that. I think that's just how it's going to have to be. It really sucks. Like, turns to right. See, I don't like that at all. Like, I want to rotate around the origin. I don't want to rotate around. It's rotating around the origin of the point I click on. It's not rotating around the. It's not rotating the object around its. don't even know if he goes over that, to be honest. But we'll see, you know? It's just how it has to be. Obviously, I'm not going to have buildings upside down. We'll figure it out. But I also need to clean up my error handling. Okay, so we got that. That's right. We need to figure out why. Let's try to tackle why this ain't working right. I'm feeling this mucks with the shouldn't. Object reference not set to an instance of an object. This object dot setup. Oh, I have those. I have them backwards. That's why. Okay, I see. I have the visual in the prefab spot. Prefab actually holds the scriptable object. Oops. Alright, there we go. Now it should work. Okay, so we got down, right, up, left. We have down, right, up, left. We have down. Can't build over anything. Good, good. Right. Up. Left. And we have down. Right. Left. Good, good. Very good. Alright, cool. Alright. Got everything working. Shit.
Function, let's call it destroy self to destroy this object. Placed object through all the we use here. So first we grab it, so it's on this placed object. So let's actually make a function there to expose this. Alright, so that's really it. Since this placed object already has all of the data it needs, it knows what object it is, where the origin is, and the direction. So using all of this data, we can get all of the grid positions that this object is occupying. So now back on the grid building system, for the grid position list, we just go into this placed object and we ask it to give us the grid position. Alright, so that's it. Now everything should be working. Let's see. So here I am and I placed down a normal building, and yep, there you go. Now I right click, and yep, there it is. It did clear it, and it did clear the object. So if I click again, yep, now I can build again. Alright, so that is working. Now let's see for one with an irregular shape. So let's see, place down the gas station, occupying both of these. Now if I right click on this one, yep, it did clear both of them. Now if I click here, place on both of these, now right click on this one, and yep, it did clear both of them. And mention, there it is, occupying all four. Now I'm going to delete on this one, and yep, deletes all of them. Alright, so our demolish and build is all working perfectly. Awesome. And finally, just to complete the building system, over here I have a visual ghost. So it snaps to the positions as I move the mouse, and when I click, yep, there you go, it places down the building. And I need that. Them. I can rotate it and it looks great.
Oh my god, I need that.
How it works, just an empty game object with this script. And
I need that so bad. That will help get rid of the weird rotating problem. Oh, okay. All right, let's see. So how do you do that? He has
it and looks great. So here's how it works, just an empty
is an empty object. Creates empty object. I'm just gonna say we'll just, I don't know what to call it. Ghost object.
The game object with this script. And this script is listening to when the selected type changes, just so it can destroy and create a new visual. So it refreshes the visual. And on late update, it simply grabs the mouse world position snap to the grid position. And same thing for the rotation, and just applies the lerp just to make it slightly animated. So using that, everything gets snapped into the grid position. And for the visual, you can also see that it's slightly different. For that, essentially I put the ghost on a different layer. And then over here on the renderer, I add the extra render objects for the ghost. This one is only rendering things on the ghost, and it's using a different material. So over here is how it looks without all of the debugs. So I've got a building, as you can see it snaps onto the underlying grid. And if I move and I can rotate, and everything looks pretty great. So I can place down any building of any type, and if I place on top, then of course it doesn't work. But like this, yep, all of them occupying the correct grid positions. Alright, so here is our system working fully.
Bro, jealous. I want that. I need that. Oh man, that's dope. All right, we're gonna have to open up his library and take a peek at that. Let's see how he gets that thing up and running. So, where we at? There we go. Good building system. Scripts. He has it under building ghosts. Okay. So he also said he created a separate layer, but let's first get this in here. So transform visual, refresh visual. Gotta make sure there's. Here, let me do it like this. I gotta be careful though. Copy pasting, because on several occasions I found that what he does is he has a bunch of helper scripts, and I've started to do this as well. His helper scripts, he uses them obviously to help him make these videos and things to go a lot faster. If you just copy and paste his stuff, you'll end up breaking your code because a lot of his stuff references his own helper stuff. Wow, stuff. And so it's better to not copy and paste all the time. You can, but you'll quickly find that he's referencing things that you don't have, so you have to make it. One of the things I really appreciate about him in all this and it's definitely setting a good culture, or at least I think a good culture and trend. Is he doesn't hide any of this. He lets everyone use it. You can reference him. I think he prefers you to reference him. If you don't, I don't think he's really going to care that much. I mean, it kind of sucks when someone uses your stuff and doesn't tell you or doesn't thank you or reference you, but I think in the end, he's doing a lot more good for the community because he's willing to do that, as opposed to people just stealing from him. Like I said, I've been following him for a long time, and the way he teaches is so good. I don't think he realizes. I don't even know if he recognizes himself as a teacher or a mentor, but Code Monkey is doing a lot for the indie crowd, just like Bracky's did. He's doing it too, and like so many others are realizing, like, I hope that when I get my game going, I remember this from these people, and I will encourage my game developers to put stuff out there, because why keep it a secret? Like, if I'm building a cool engine, or if I'm building a cool game, then put it out there. I'm not in the business of making a game engine. I'm in the business of making games. If I'm going to show you what I'm building, then I'll show you what I'm building. And you could be like, hey, that's funky. You should do it this way. Obviously, take it with a grain of salt. I'm not going to believe everything that's being thrown at me online, but I think it's pretty cool that people do this. And that's where we're at now. Like, when Thomas Bress taught me a lot of this in his course, there's a lot of his course I can't use because it uses sprites. And, well, I guess I could. It doesn't use pixel sprites. He does like illustration, animation of shapes. I'm trying to do that. I got an artist, Tape Moose. She's helping me. Who is making sprites and breaking them down into pieces that I can spine together or use that spine thing. But like, I hope in the end I can keep doing this work and work on my game and show people. And I'm sure people are going to copy and paste and all that, but I'm going to show that I'm working on the game. Now, I want people to be able to see it, to look at it, go back and watch it if they want. I'm not going to break down everything I do in there, but I'll show you what I'm working on. And then once things get rolling, maybe have like invite some other developers to go through the code, break it down, and actually teach what was put in there. Maybe not the exacts, but examples of like what's going on here. Code Monkey's breaking this down into, this is how you build this mechanic. Here's the files for the finished product. Go through and use it. Obviously, you're going to want to tweak it for your own game, but I hope I can keep that method, that procedure going forward. And I hope the game community does that, because you'll just inspire more people to do more and more. And with the VTuber community, and you don't even have to, like, it's not even about just games anymore. Like, the things you learn for games, like, we're building digital realities for ourselves to occupy as VTubers. Like, I mean, VR chat's a big one. Anyways, I'm going to keep going on a rant like that. So let's get back to it. Let's figure out how to make this thing. Oh, hold on. I should save that. Cred. Okay, hold on. Let's see my changes. Yeah, I added that in there. Okay. Updated. game objects. All right. That's in there. Okay. Close that out. That out. Go back into our scripts. Now this is going to be, I think, kind of want this to be a core. Like the ghosting of objects that are about to be placed on the grid, I think is perfect. I think that should be on everything that's going to have a grid. Because it's dope. But that's just me. Anyways. Ghost object. Doesn't it actually open my script? Weird. Loading assets. Fun. Alright. So, for the most part, it looks like it's not a class. So, let's see. Yeah, I can't do that. Gotta be careful with that one. So, private placed object 2D. I should probably rename this then. Refresh visual. Yep, there we go. That's another what you call it? That's another method. Okay, I always get confused. I call it method or function. I don't know because I came from Java and I can't remember what they used to call it there either. So, well, I learned from Java. Thanks, Top. Best teacher ever. Man, I wish I can go back and find him. I'll probably be like, "Who are you?" I was a bad student. Ugh. But anyways, very influential. Gotta say, good building system. 2D. That instance. Nah, instance, bro. Dot on. Oh, I don't have that in mind. Grid building system 3D dot instance dot on selected change. I don't have that. Let's see. Yeah, I don't have that in mind. Let's see what's up. Might have to pull that also from his building system 3D. It's placed on this side. So what does he have on his? You know what? I don't like this. Just add it over here. Oh no! Do not want. Okay. Let's do that. Okay. We're looking for good building instance. event handlers. What's that called? I need those desperately. Okay. All right. So on my grid building system 2D, let me add some of those bad boys. So before I get into that dress, let's come up here and got public, static, grid building system 2D. Instance get private set. Okay. So I'm gonna get an instance of it. Public. Event handler on selected changed. On object placed. Okay, so this is probably a part of what system? Yeah. Shoulder pop. Using system. Neat. Okay. So that's set up. Is there anything else in here? Actually, there was. I'm gonna have to create fresh object type. Okay. Where do you put that after? So you put that in the bottom. Cool deal. So I have to use these. Alright, so I'm gonna have a whole slew of stuff. I might be able to just bring this over. Let's see. They have that in here. Really seriously thinking about switching up how I do this. Yeah, at first I used to be all about this. Like, I used to do this a lot. I think this is how I first learned. Wow, I forgot the term, but formatting my functions, my methods, blocks, whatever you want to call it. And I used to do it like this. But then I met someone who really was a programmer, like he went to school, did it for a living, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, I hate that, so ugly, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, really? I guess if you're the professional. Then I found out later that it doesn't really matter. It's for readability. It depends on you and it depends on the person. Some people do it like this. Some people do it the other way, which is how I had it a second ago, which is like that. To me, this takes up a lot of space and looks a little disjointed. The blocks don't look even. Look at that. Or rather, the blocks are huge, so it makes things look bulky. But I guess if you don't mind, then it's whatever. We'll see. Maybe I'll try switching it up. I can already hear somebody going, why would you do that? We'll see. Actually, I should keep each block separate. hear the screams. They're coming. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to clean up a bit. Things get ugly. Gotta clean it up. Okay. So what we got? We got that, and then he goes get grid position. Sworn kind of already had that, but oh wait, we have that as a part of something else. We don't have that in here. I don't think. Let's see. Get XY, world position, da da da. So much space here. Guys, my nuts. Okay. What else we need here? Deselect, refresh. I could probably get rid of this whole thing. You know what? Oh my god. Yeah, that was the old version that I had to completely redo because I didn't know where I messed up. And it was driving me nuts. And I was like, holy crap. And so I just started from scratch. See, I do stuff when I'm offline. Besides playing games. All right. Anyways, let's see. Get position, snap to world, vector 3 mouse position. I have to use the utility for that. Get the X, Y. My place object is not null. See, because this will be very useful. This ghost object thing is what you see in a lot of games where, I don't know, Factorio, Banished. I have a whole plethora of names I just don't know. Any game where you're like, oh, I have an object, I can see the ghost shell of it, so I know where I'm going to place it. Let me rotate it around, do yada yada yada. This is very useful. This is something that is used in almost every game where you place an object. So I mean, really, really good tutorials and explanations on how to build stuff. Not necessarily detailed to what you're trying to do, because nobody can really build that other than you. But this is the kind of stuff that helps. Love it. It's essential. Offset. Wait. Hold up. Another thing. I gotta make sure my rotation is like this, because I'm dealing with 2D, not 3D plane. Change that for the sake of having consistency. I have get placed object type in here, don't I? Let's close that. Let's close that. This could be enumerated. Okay. I can build it. I especially don't like the way that's. Used to it being like that. I really hate the other way. No, I should go talk to my neighbor today. See if I'm yelling at the wall too much for them. Close that down, close it down. Public can build. Oh, I don't have get placed object type. No, I don't. Okay. So I have that's position. I need and my rotation. So rotation placed object 2D. 2D. And also this place object 2D turn. All right. Let's see if this works. Actually, it's not even done. That was the setup for what we're actually trying to do. So now that we have an instance generated of that, we can come back into here and say instance on select change instance on selected changed. Then there's another private void instance on selected changed objects sender system event args p. That's a p. Refresh. And then so what's he doing here? He's saying on start, I'm going to refresh my visual. Then I'm going to instantiate. No, instantiate and add. To the instance this, which is going to just call that again. Interesting. Let's see. Private void. Instance on selected chain. Up. Late update. Oh boy, what the heck? Apparently, that is a vector. I don't know if I need a target position equals grid building D instance get that target position dot y. I wonder why it's dot y. Look into that. Check this. Transform position equals vector 3 lerp. Never really used lerp before. Target position time dot delta time 15f. Transform dot rotation equals quaternion dot lerp transform dot rotation grid building 2D dot instance dot get placed object rotation time dot delta time times 15f. Right. And we got finally the refresh visual. Neat. Come down to, oh, that's interesting. Just kind of sitting there. Oh, that's a part of it. Okay. After that, he does this, but that is different for me. 2D. And say if placed object is not equal. Going to do all these things. All right, so then the last layer is this. Looks like we're not using update here. So we're going to set a private. Oh. Close this out. Then that sets a private layer recursive game object target game object and then a layer target object layer dot layer equals layer for each child transfer target. Okay. I think that's going to be it. And then he also says,
And on late update, it simply grabs the mouse world position snap to the grid position, and same thing for the rotation, and just applies the lerp just to make it slightly animated. So using that, everything gets snapped into the grid position. And for the visual, you can also see that it's slightly different. For that, essentially, I put the ghost on a different layer.
okay, so this should work technically. Keywords. Her. Wait, what? It's never used. Okay. Is it? Is that true? Alright, let's see. Okay, everything still works, so I guess that's good. Alright, so I'm not done with this. Apparently, he created a new layer.
Layer. And then over here on the renderer, I add the next render objects for the ghost.
Okay, so came over here and called it ghost layer. Oh, it didn't work. Ghost. Oh, I have no. I'll put that here. Ghost. Right, and then came back over here, threw it on the ghost. And then what? He has a renderer?
A different layer. And then over here on the renderer, I add the next.
How do you create a renderer? Oh my god. I don't know how to do that. Okay, custom texture renderer. Oh, don't do this to me, bro. I don't. I don't know. Okay. Default forward render. Okay, let's see. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, I may have hit a snag here. I really want this to work. Render passes. Hold on. Maybe that's other packages? Oh, fuck. Oh, looks like I might have to open up his thing. Looking through it right now. I think this is his. This might be part of his utilities. I'm not sure. I don't think so. I could be wrong. I have no idea. Assets. Let's see, can I add that in here? It's missing the associated script. post process everything. Okay, well. Definitely gonna have to go through here. And figure this out something fierce. Let me see if I can open this up. I need to figure out how you go about making this. I'm gonna need to make one myself, both for 2D and 3D. Oh, I don't want to import it, bro. I want to open it up. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Yikes. The amount of stuff he has in here. Okay. I think this is all his. Oh yeah, this is all his. Damn. Blur forward render data. Is this all his? I have no idea. Any of that. Usually the animation stuff is his. Yeah, his utilities and all this stuff. This is all his things right here. This is what he builds. He has so much stuff. It's unbelievable. He's good at what he does. Textures, mini map, object, videos. He's good. He's good. Crafting system? Bro, what do you do? Wow, okay. Drag and drop, Dragwood, that's coming up. This field of view is graph, is grid. Let's take a look at that too. Health bar. Wait, okay, is this every single thing he's done? What the hell, dude? Look, I'm not. Thank you, but I'm not trying to get into all that. I just need to look at this. I just need to look at this. Base. Default forward renderer data. Rendering passes. I wonder if this is a part of the system. Yeah, this is a part of the system. I should be able to pull this up in here. Hold on. Ah. What is it called again? Getting lost in the sauce here. Actually, I look forward to taking the dogs on a walk as a break. My brain's getting addled.
extra render objects for put the ghost on a different layer. And then over here on the renderer, I add the extra render objects for the ghost. This one is only rendering things on the ghost and it's using a different material.
I don't know how to get that. Honestly, let's see. So this is part of the universal RP. Okay, so I need to download that. Google's your friend. Oh well, Google search is your friend. No. Searching the collective source of human consciousness and knowledge is your friend. Google is just a means to do that. There you go. Is this 13? Did I name that correctly? I don't know. Anyways, while that's loading up, I just want to say today I'm gonna do some video editing for New World, and also I gotta open up that. I'm also gonna be doing some more game design for my first mini game. It's not gonna be anything overly amazing. It's just a small little mini game that will be testing my skills on the grids that I've learned, as well as another tutorial series I'm going to have to do on making dialogue systems. And since grids are a major part of my dream game, Wayfarer's Edge, I'm going to create a whole sub game, or my first game, I should say, based on grids, using grids and dialogue systems. Should be really good. I'll be working on that game design here today. I don't know if I'll stream it, but yeah, we'll definitely be doing that today. It's okay, cool. Let's see. Where'd that package go? Okay, that's what I need. All right, cool. So, bugs, get out of here. over here he has da 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 da, and then the render feature, object, ghost.
So over here is how it looks. This one is only rendering things on the ghost and it's using a different material. So over here is how
A different material. Material should that be? I wish I knew how to actually make materials pretty well. I don't. But we can try, right? Sure. Default material. What is this? Serialized render can't be. Okay. Why does it keep telling me that? So this gets put onto the ghost layer. I wonder if this is gonna work. I'm not really sure I understand what's happening. Nope, doesn't look like it's working. Mm-mm. Need to make a thing for that. Damn. Default for After rendering transparency. Let's see. Oh. Is my camera out right now? Orthographic? I don't know what that render objects thing is, but okay. I mean, shit. Let's see. I honestly have no idea how any of this works. So
This one is only rendering things on the ghost and it's using a different material.
let's continue to tinker until we figure it out. Let's see here. Let's see if we can get this thing up. When was the last time I tried to load one of his things? It just completely broke. I was like, I don't know what I did. Just load up and see what he's got. Probably work on making one of those transparent materials. I always got some older videos on how to make stuff like that, so I'll probably go over that too. Yeah, I know. Shut up. I never actually did anything with that. Yeah, it's fine. Ooh. What? Okay. Yeah, I couldn't get any of his stuff to so many. Holy crap. Okay. I always find that interesting. It's like, oh, you want to load this? It's like, I'd like to. None of it's working. Let's see. Package manager. A lot of this stuff needs to be updated. I wonder if that's the reason. Does this update everything? No. I hope this works. I'd really like to test out this thing, but I can never get it to work, man. So that solved that problem. Didn't have the package downloaded for it. So that is something. And a lot of this is it's a package that I have to pull down. I just need to figure out how to get it up and running. There's a 2D renderer too. I'm gonna wait for that. All right, legit. So he has his base scripts. Cinema Shake, Flying Body, 3D Mouse. 2D renderer. In his base, he has his default forward renderer data. Transparent goes in his renderer. He has the same thing. He's used stencil. And bring that over here and just do a little comparison. Also, I see what he means by base. If it's a part of the Unity engine itself, but it is, you need to make stuff for it, then you would put it in here. So he has 2D. This is 2D render. And he also has his. Now, when I watch this thing, I realize his 2D render actually doesn't have this weird blurred out thing. It's just the object that he's moving around. So that's one of the things I will see if I can focus on.
So over here is how it looks without all of the debug. So I've got a building. As you can see, it snaps onto the underlying grid. And if I move and I can rotate, and everything looks pretty great. So I can place down any building of any type. And if I place on top, then of course it doesn't work. But like this, yep, all of them occupying the correct grid positions. Alright, so here is our system working fully in 3D. And then over here, I've got a working 2D version. Now the logic for this one is pretty much exactly the same, except for the grid class that I'm using is the 2D grid class. Then the mouse position is also calculated differently. And the prefabs, they have sprites instead of having 3D meshes. So there you go, I can place any of them anywhere. And yep, all the logic still works. So if I place this in there, nope, cannot build, place in there, and it does work. So as you can see, it's very simple to make this same system work exactly in 2D. You can download the...
So let's see if we can get that. Let's see. Hit play on his. See what loads up. We have to load up a scene first. Although it looks like his stuff is rendering. Oh, it's baking shaders. Gotcha. Okay. trying to load whatever he has in here, and it's not going. All right. Let's get back to this. Okay, so I got my 2D renderer. He has this default one stencil lit. Oh, so he has the same thing. Default. I mean, that's the only difference. Multiply. None. I can't get it to show up still. It's a pity. We're gonna have to figure that one out, gang. We're gonna have to figure that one out. Maybe it has something to do with this. Build settings. I don't think so. Yeah, I'm not seeing too much different. That kind of sucks. Thought I was close there for a second.
And then over here on the renderer, I add the next render objects for the ghost on a and for the visual, you can also see that it's slightly different using that. And on late update, it simply grabs the mouse world position, snap to the and looks great. So here's how it works, just an empty game object with this script.
Let's not judge me. Don't judge me. I forgot to add the script to it. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Oh, it is not working. Okay. Let's see.
And this script is listening to when the selected type changes, just so it can destroy and create a new visual. So it refreshes the visual. And on late update, it simply grabs the mouse world position, snap to the grid position, and same thing for the rotation, and just applies the lerp just to make it slightly animated. So using that, everything gets snapped into the grid position. And for the visual, you can also see that it's slightly different. For that, essentially I put the ghost on a different layer. And then over here on the renderer, I add the next render objects for the ghost. This one is only rendering things on the ghost and it's using a different material. So over here is how it looks without all of the debug. So
Okay, so I'm getting flack from here. Get rid of that. Nothing's loading over here. Probably because I don't actually have it. Oh. Anyways, oh, I see. Oh, he gets it working just fine. Oh, man. Oh. Damn, dude. Jealous? Yes. Oh, man. He even has his camera set. He's got his camera target. Damn, Code Monkey. Got some good shit here, man. Yeah, this is what he's got. This is his, not mine. This is his. This is his 2D system, right? So over here, he's got his 2D system built. Got his list of things. He's got the ghost object thing. So, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? Rotate it around. Place it. Get rid of it. Right? Then he's got his target camera. His Code Monkey camera, which I'm a little stupid. And then he's got building sounds. After that, it's just everything else, right? But yeah, he's got it set up properly. So you put it down, 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 station. It's good, right? And let's see. Let's load up his. I'm not gonna do a 3D. Oh my god. How do I bake the scene? I know you're supposed to like do something for that. I forgot what exactly. Yeah. You have to like get all the assets set up properly because they're not. Yeah. I forgot how. I never remember how to get rid of the pink stuff. Someone out there's probably like, "You're an idiot." Yes, I know that. Yeah, it's like I have to like reload these or some such. I can't remember. It's almost time for walkie and break. But food. I didn't really eat all my food. I really want to get this done. Okay. So let me load back his 2D scene. Don't save his 3D scene. All right. So he's got that. Let's ghost building. Back to mine. Mine's currently breaking something fierce. Nice, nice. All right. So he's got that's my stuff. That's my jazz. Throw that out. Ghost object. What the heck is this? Why is there two? That's probably what's causing some issues here. What the dingleberries? I'm accidentally setting it again somewhere? Question mark? Where is this coming into play? No, that wasn't it. Where is that coming from? Someone's messaging me. Let's see. Where are we at? So my grid. Okay. Yes. My grid building system has a problem. My placed object type, so whatever, is being called in 2 places. That should not be a thing. I have no idea why it's saying that. Because it's like it's okay, so it's taking the serialized field there. But then it's also giving me another one. So it's very strange. Maybe I just need to put that to private. Let's see. So there, that's gone. This is me just doing basic comparisons right now. Ghost building 2D. This is same as mine, I believe. It doesn't have this. He doesn't have that set layer recursive. So visual transform. I guess he doesn't need to. Doesn't have this. That's good. That was a little sketch. Let's see if this actually works. Time to cycle through this and figure out what's up. Right, so over here he has let's track this down. So we got instance. So over here I'm constantly getting complaints about. God, I'm gonna enjoy this walk. Go out, stretch, walk with the dogs, come back, get something to eat. Let's go. Let's go. And I gotta edit that video for a Silver Challenge, a new world on the Wise or Ease server. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna go over here. 2D grid system, right? Alright, let's see. So, oh snap. This is actually above everything. Hey. So we have that. He's got his private grid. Yeah, okay, so he did that. He turned that into a private. That's the only serial list. He has his direction and all that. Although he got rid of that too, so yeah, I shouldn't have it default to down. Should be able to choose that when I hit the rotate button for the first time. Although he has his list set to null. Wonder why that is. I'm gonna have a very, very large change log coming, which I'm not proud of. Alright. And then he has on awake. He updates this instance equals this. Okay. Grid object, same. Yeah, you know what? Let me do this. Can I please? Can I? Are these two different? I can't. Okay. That's tragic. Alright, anyways. This grid object is grid object. Placed object equals null. You get rid of that. Or object. Yeah, placed object equals null. This is two string. What the heck is this? Oh, the set transform. Yeah, we got that. Okay. It's two string, his set placed object. This clear object set. I have the get, then clear, then can build. This object. And he has his update function. If mouse button 0 and place object equals null, so he's checking. So I can go ahead and add a check in there. That's a good call. So if this and placed object to D does not equal null, then I'm gonna do my vector 3. Get the world position. This is a little different. So don't change it too much. I'm getting a little suspect here. Didn't even do the list. Interesting. He does. It's part of his test build. Interesting. He gets the mouse position. Vector 3 mouse position equals utility class dot get world mouse position, right? So he creates that, and then he tells his grid. Oh, that makes sense. He just got rid of this. He just did that. Okay, that's all that was. Simplified it instead of having that in there. And then he has a vector to int placed object origin equals new vector to int xy that XZ still? Am I dumb? Am I the one that? Well, chances are I am the one that's wrong. So don't answer. Well, I just answered that. Right. And then he does. This is the test can build. So that's the same. He does use this instead of constantly putting that in. So that's what that's for. Gotcha. That's good. So he's just breaking it down, putting into variables. That's good. That way, if you have to change something later, stretch, you just go in and change that and not have to go change it every other place. That's good. Okay. Can build vector 2 offsets. Vector 2. He does that fancy thing that I don't know about. I don't know how to do that. Or I don't really know what that means. He does this, which I'm not entirely sure. I need to ask somebody for help on this. Like, ask them to explain it. Invoke this. Events. Args. Empty. I think you're supposed to. Whatever. And then underneath that, it's the else conditions. Deselect object. That would be that. And then if it's that, it says cannot build here. Yeah. Duh. Okay. So it does that. Close that one out. And he has this one, which is our code. Just that. Actually, he has his way simplified. Rather, he got rid of it, I guess. I'll just comment ours out. And he has this thing. And then if he... Oh, he has this. This is nice. Okay, so he also added if inputs dot key down dot alpha key code dot alpha 0. Deselect object type. Then he has one grid object. He gets his mouse position again. Practically take that from the other one. Wait. Yeah, this one. So he has this. Let's put that back in here. Mouse position here. He says grid object. Huh. Interesting. He just calls those different. So he goes get grid object, mouse position, and he goes get placed object. Get comfortable with this. He like merges these two. Becomes a placed object. And then he just calls this placed object. Interesting. I guess that does cut down on the amount of lines. Original tutorial code. Factor for 2D. Okay. Bro, it's almost 12:30. I need to hurry up, take dogs out so I can come back and get some food. Still gotta work on that thing. Okay. So then he does placed object. This is his demolish. Destroys itself. And it got a list of objects. It goes through each area on that list, destroys it. Okay, that's done. All right, so got my key presses done. That's the deselect. That's the same. On change. That's fine. I don't like. I don't. My brain's too stupid. I mean, technically, it's still. Is this still X and Z? I hope not. I hope I'm not confusing the crap out of myself here. Because if it's that, then... okay, yeah. I'm just... Anyways. Y, that's the same. That's good. That's good. That's good. Snapped is the same. Oh wow, my staff is not the same. Mouse position snap, vector 3, get that. If not, do this. Don't have that. I guess you don't need it if you're only, yeah, it assumes. Okay, good. Turn, else don't worry about it. These the same. Again, if it's going to be like that, I think. Oh, no. Oh, because I'm rotating around the... rotating around the thing. Yes, it is negative though. I wonder what difference that makes. The direction of rotation, perhaps? Question mark? We'll see. We'll see. check if Z needs positive or negative. Okay. I'll leave it positive for now. Just wonder if that changes the rotation. Okay, so we got that. All right, let's see. So my ghost. Back to his ghost. Mouse rotation, lerp. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. All right, let's see what we got. All right. And I really hope this works. It's not good that I'm rushing too. I'm probably gonna muck something up that's really easy just because I'm rushing. Which tends to be the case for me. Render. That's nothing. There's ghost building. Got my ghost. I don't really know if that means anything. Zero it out. Zero it out. Zero it out. I need to figure out how to move my grid. I really need to figure out how to move my grid. Good building system. Good building system. And play. Ah, my life hurts. Okay. I don't know how to get that to work. So he has this ghost. It can't be this camera, can it? I mean, the 2D render. The 2D render is universal. Hold on. Okay, so apparently I need this. Universal pipeline render. Pipeline asset. So it's going to create two. Stop being so big. Let's have a render. Asset. Pipeline render. I need that to go in there instead. Turn that crap on. I don't know if I need that. I'm gonna hesitate. Hesitate to say no. All right. Let us see. Ghost object. Still nothing. Okay. Something else must be going down. I'm not paying attention to the default. Post processing data. Fuck. Okay, I need this to work. You know what? You know what? You know what? You know what? Let's run his shit. Okay. So there's nothing, right? There's nothing. There's nothing. Okay, 1. I need to figure out what that renderer is doing. I need to figure this out. Shit. Okay. Doesn't show up. I don't know if it's only rendering to the camera, which it could be. At this point, the only thing I can think of is camera target. So I have my default forward. Okay. So another thing he has in here is this. Forward renderer, right? He calls it default forward renderer. Yes. Okay. So in here, he just has it set to add a feature, render objects, calls it ghost. I'm assuming we put this back on the ghost layer. Here, it's opaque, and he has it mixed with nothing. Ghost. Wait, what? Yeah. Hold on. Over here, he has it after render. Rendering transparent. He has it mixed, but there's nothing in this editor. It just says that. Let's see. In this video, he also states. Let's see.
Doesn't work. Being fully in 3D. And then over here, I've got a for the rotation. Simply grab where it goes on a different layer. And then over here on the renderer, I add the next render objects for the ghost. This one is only rendering things on the ghost and it's using a different material. So,
okay. That's for 3D though. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. What's this? Serialize, add modified properties. Okay. Anyways. Come back over here. Swear to you. Okay. We're gonna get this, goddammit. Okay. This thing is driving me nuts. We're gonna get this. A nice long stroll outside. Guys, I'm losing it. I'm losing it hard. just the camera, and then there's a cinema camera on it. It's the only other thing I could think of, guys. I'm losing it, guys. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Didn't I install cinema camera? Not on here. It's always the little things. It's probably a sign I need to stop, to be honest. I'm getting to the point where I'm just like nitpicking it so hard and causing undue problems. Can't even find a thing anymore. The package. Breaking? What's happening here? There. Jesus. Stop judging. Oh, Lord. Machine. I honestly don't think this has anything to do with it. Like, I really don't think this has anything to do with it. But I'm literally hitting like 0 right now. Yeah, I don't think that has anything to do with it. So it's set as a camera, so that's not gonna work. Ooh, boy. Tell you guys what. The fun part. Where magic happens right here. I shouldn't be able to put anything down until I select, huh? So can't put anything down. Should be able to see as soon as I hit 1. Yeah, as soon as I hit 1. Graphic settings. I gotta try it. I like his much better than the one I copied before, so let's try this. Call it. He calls a camo target, so let's get this bad boy, throw it in there. It's better than mine. I don't have that, huh? We'll leave that out for now. Cinema camera is going to be following that guy instead. So this is still in play. Graphic settings. Graphic settings. Shoulder, background, game assets. Oh. He's really good about organizing his stuff. So he turns this into his cinema brain. Interesting. Maybe use that one. Oh my god, it's so close. I can't see anything. It's so close. Must back up. Let's see. Back up here. Oh. Oh, it's locked into this. This is what's doing it. So, oh, that's priority. Okay, that's better. Yeah, okay, so that's the thing. Why is it showing me a thing? Oh, probably because I had it clicked on. Yeah. We're gonna get this. We're gonna get this. It's almost 1 o'clock. I gotta cut myself off. Okay, we're gonna get this before 1:20. And my 2D renderer. Right, so far we got this thing. Universal, whatever. That's for 3D. We're not doing 3D, we're doing 2D. So this default, none, multiply, lit. Post processing. I'm gonna hit 4, put that down. Ice cream shop, right? I wonder if this is all really 3D and it just looks. He has it like set like that, you know? The building animation. After rendering transparency. Okay. Next. Mm. Trying to figure out where I just saw it. Fiddling with something, and I clicked camera. What was it? This. Actually. I cannot for the life of me get this to work, guys. Oh my god. I don't. I don't know. I don't know. Let me listen to what he has to say before I close this out, because I can't figure it out.
So over here is how it looks without all of the debug. So I've got a building. As you can see, it snaps onto the underlying grid. And if I move and I can rotate, and everything looks pretty great. So I can place on any building of any type. And if I place on top, then of course it doesn't work. But like this, yep, all of them occupying the correct grid positions. Alright, so here is our system working fully in 3D. And then over here, I've got a working 2D version. Now the logic for this one is pretty much exactly the same, except for the grid class that I'm using is the 2D grid class. Then the mouse position is also calculated differently. And the prefabs, they have sprites instead of having 3D meshes. So there you go, I can place any of them anywhere. And yep, all the logic still works. So if I place this in there, nope, cannot build, place in there, and it does work. So as you can see, it's very simple to make this same system work exactly in 2D. You can download the project files and see how the class works for yourself. Alright, so there you have it, a really awesome grid build.
Oh man, so butthurt. Like I get it. I don't understand the rendering aspect. Yeah. Nope. Maybe the layer is too far power down? Maybe if I just put it on default. Like maybe that was it. I don't fucking know. No. That wasn't it at all. Oh, why? Motherfucker. Ah! Genuinely in pain. I want my ghosting effect to work, god damn it. Like it should be that should be floating around. Oh, I don't. Shit. Hmm. I feel like it's this. Oh shit. I wonder if it's conflicting with that. Oh man. Oh, okay. Hold on. This is private void refresh visual. This should all be in here. If that. If that. That's contained inside here, so placed object type SO. If this does not equal null, visual. Fuck it, here we go. thing to spam off. Debug.log. Should be getting all of this visuals. Is it because my can't be because my visuals are too tiny, is it? Oh, excuse me. I don't even know if this thing's being called, to be honest. Private transform.visual. What's calling this? Visual equals null. Then I'm going into my good billing instance on selected change. I should be somewhere around here. What the heck? Oh. The only place for it? Interesting. Ouch. my instance on selected change. So, yeah, I know, dogs. Got you. Give me a second. Rotation. Time dot delta. Time times F target position. 3. World snap position. Utility class. Get world position. Okay. Mouse position X, Y out. If this is not null, then I want that direction. Then I want my X, Y plus my rotation offset X, Y times my grid size. Then I'm going to return my world position or return the mouse position. Okay. Come back here and my visual. Wait, this isn't even getting flagged. Debug deadlog. Let's do this. On start, do that. I'm not. Am I even running that? Let's see. Okay, now we're getting some weird errors. Unknown behavior. Did I accidentally something? I did. What did I do? No, I didn't. Oh, it's 120. God damn it. So it's null. It kicked off twice. So debug.log, I wanted to say late update. Why it's coming up here. So once I click it, it should fill. This never gets kicked off. It does, but like this never actually goes anywhere. This never gets used. He has that in there. Then he calls it again down here. Let me try this. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna say placed object at name string. Alright, fuck it. Let's just do that. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna do the same thing down here. See if I get anything different. They're all null. This is supposed to be called every frame. If the if the behavior is enabled. Looks like it's only being called once. Let me see. Late update only called once. This is called every if the behavior is enabled. Okay. After all update function be called. This is useful to order script execution. For example, follow camera should always be implemented in late update. Okay. I don't understand how on his it's not being used on mine. It is. What the fuck, dude? Private member building goes 2D. Dot late update is unused. So something else is actually generating this. Like, he doesn't even use this. I'm using it every freaking round. Like, this should be cranking out. I wonder what happens if I just do this. He has a start function that clearly gets everything going. the refresh visual function. What is keeping this thing going? I'm gonna do the same thing for him. I'm gonna comment his out, let it refresh and see what happens. Yeah, okay, so it only sits. Interesting. His are on the screen. They're sitting at the origin point, and they shift, they change. Huh. This is just a sprite. Wait, what? Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. So it's supposed to go. Okay, so. It's supposed to spawn under this, right? Building goes 2D. Right. Oh shit. Alright. I think. Get rid of all this crap. Yeah, you hit one, and it creates a building visual. Building visual 2D is created. The anchor a sprite in the area. If this don't work, I'm out of here. I'm way past time. I know. We going. Still don't work, folks. Damn. I can't tell if it's because it's like hella zoomed in and I can't see it, or that's a shame. All right, well. Looks like that's all she wrote. I'll have to dig into this later. I mean, for the most part, we got it done, but I really want that feature, so I'll probably have to post it up and see what Code Monkey or the crew says about it. So until next time, folks. Also, I am gonna be working on that design. I'll have it up. Hopefully, I will also have up some snippets of character design from Tape News next time. Anyways, thanks for stopping by, and I will catch you folks next time. Easy.